Can you change your previous job title in your CV to land an interview? This is a question that most job seekers ask themselves whenever you see an opportunity that you feel you want to apply for, but then again, the current title that you hold perhaps does not match that role. And that is why we encourage you to join us in this conversation, because we are going to highlight some of the areas and possible ways into which you can be able to do this. As usual, my name is Mary, and I'm glad to be joined by one of our CV writing experts, Evelyn, in this conversation. Thank you, Evelyn, for joining me.
Thank you, Mary.
Yes.
Yeah.
As a candidate, as a job seeker, I send out so many job applications, but I don't get interview invites. What does it mean, or what could be the challenge?
Yeah, so many applicants actually face that challenge because we interact with so many. So we receive so many applications, but a lot of people struggle when it comes to visual presentation and the language used. So what happens here is that the CV is not tweaked in the right manner. So you find the people, how they've conveyed the information there, it's supposed to showcase someone as an expert. But the way it's been brought out, it's like this person only has a basic understanding of the role. And you see, when that recruiter sees that, they won't put that into consideration, because the way you've written it's like you're not the right person for this role. But this candidate doesn't know it, because they work with the assumption of, they'll say I've worked as an accountant, they'll give me a job. But the packaging will always matter.
The visual presentation.
Yeah, that's why you'll always hear them saying you have to tweak the CV to suit the advert. And it has to match 90% of the qualifications. So this doesn't mean that this candidate will just be sending one CV every time, just one single CV for various adverts. It will keep changing depending on what the advert is looking for. So it has to be structured 90%, not even 50%, 90%. Because remember, this candidate wants to get that job. But if you portray in the CV that you're someone who is not fully conversant with it, no one will put you into consideration, because they receive so many applications. And as they go through, chances are they'll get someone now who has the full package. Yeah, so that's why the CVs have to be tweaked in the right manner so as to attract the right job opportunities. That's number one. Then number two, it's on there's this bit to do with the ATS compliance. So this is something that a lot of candidates also are not conversant with, because nowadays they use this system because it's been proven to be a sort of like a shortcut, because you know, sometimes going through applications one by one can be a bit hectic. So they use that system to ease the process. It reviews the applications and then selects candidates. So there's a criteria. If the formatting is wrong, no one will consider you. This is where now this person gets a lot of regret emails. Sometimes they don't get feedback. So if that formatting contains tables, lines, boxes, information that's abbreviated, or any form of graphics, there is no way to scan.
It's considered like not ATS compliant.
Completely, yeah. So formatting and the wrong keywords. So someone has written their CV, then they feel, this CV will give me this job. But the keywords used are completely wrong. They are no way related to that advert. That's already also a dismissal. So that's the number two. Then number three is on the networking. Here, we'll look into LinkedIn again. So with LinkedIn, if you don't utilize your connections in the right way, you get limited chances. Because with LinkedIn, they also headhunt people through LinkedIn. They also post these jobs on LinkedIn. So if you have not structured your LinkedIn in the right way, you'll also be at a disadvantage, because someone will just view your profile and not get in touch with you. So that's why the LinkedIn has to be optimized in the right way, utilizing also the relevant keywords. So here's the other thing. With LinkedIn, also keywords are being looked into. So it's not just a matter of just structuring it and then just indicating, they'll know, they'll put two and two together. But remember, so many people are on LinkedIn. So if it's not structured in the right way, there is no way it will attract the right employers. And most of them shortlist people through that platform. Yeah. So
and I know in our previous video, we really shed more light on how to turn your LinkedIn profile into an opportunity magnet. Now, you talked about tailoring the CV. When I'm working on my CV to tailor it to match the role I want to apply for, is it okay? Can I change the title of my current or my previous job to be able to land an opportunity for an interview?
Nice one. Yeah. So I also get this question a lot. So this one can work to a person's advantage and to a person's disadvantage. But it also depends on how you've tweaked it. So how it will be a disadvantage is if you completely lie. So you say, I'm targeting an accounting role, but the current role I've been doing is in admin. But then this person lies, they have also done accounting. So this person will be called in for that interview. But the questions that this person will be asked, this recruiter will know from the get-go, this is not an accountant, this person lied in the CV.
Yeah.
But if you have indeed done it, there is a way to tweak the roles to suit the job description. So this means, Mary, if I'm an admin and an accountant, but what I'm really interested in is in accounting. And in my role, most of these roles I do are related to accounting. So what will this person do? In the job title, it will now read, because if the initially when they were given the role, they were told they would be an administrative officer. But as time went by, they realized most of the roles they're doing are accounting.
Yeah.
So what this person will do, the first title in that, when this person is structuring the work experience, it will be an accountant / administrative officer.
Oh.
Yes, that's the title. Because why I'm insisting on that, it's because when these adverts are posted, they'll indicate we're looking for an accountant and you must have held a similar role. So if I'm a recruiter and I go to your work experience section and I see the title reads administrative officer, I'll not think twice about looking through the other bits, because you'll be like, okay, we were looking for someone specifically who has worked as an accountant. It won't give that recruiter the zeal to go to the other sections. So that's why this person will have to indicate, it has to be, the title will be accountant / administrative officer.
To take care of what you're targeting versus what you're doing.
Exactly. And then again, not just in the title and then leaving it at that. So in the work experience, duties also have to be segmented. So meaning the accounting roles will outweigh the admin roles. So the accounting roles will be more pronounced to show this person actually did more of the accounting, which is what we are looking for. Yeah, so that's why they have to be segmented, and the roles also have to showcase the result-orientedness to perform those roles.
Wow.
When it comes to accounting. So it should be that specific, that same straightforwardness, Mary, that is usually in the advert, that is also what they expect in the CV.
In the CV.
So yeah, that's why you see we'll still come back to the language a person has used in their CV, because it will limit the chances if you've not brought out the right roles to easily increase your chances of getting hired.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Someone watching this video and perhaps they've been struggling with landing opportunities for interviews, they may be wondering, where exactly am I getting it wrong? Is it on my CV? Is it that I send applications late? What is your advice to them?
My advice to them, always make sure you tailor your CV to suit what the advert is looking for. Don't work with assumptions, because no one has magical powers to guess you've done accounting, whereby you just write it basically, and then even the information you're putting out there is not really showcasing you're an accountant.
Sure.
Yeah, so that's why the roles have to really bring out this person in the right way. So there was something that we had left out, especially when it comes to where you were talking about if